What's going on, YouTube? I'm Gamer85 back for some more Diddy's Conquest. Last time we cleared K-Rool's keep, and now that Donkey Kong has taken to the Flying Crock, we're going to chase K-Rool to his airship. I will warn you now, before you go to the Flying Crock, go back to an easier world, maybe Gameplay Galleon, and collect at least 3 banana coins. Collect 2 if not 3. Because trust me, you're going to want at least a couple of banana coins for what's ahead. There is one level in the Flying Crock besides the final boss, and that is Screech's Sprint. This also happens to be the third and final Bramble level of the game. Here is a DK barrel in case we need it. We're going to come across a cat of nine tails, do a cartwheel jump. Watch out for this cloak, I believe that is a kaboom. And we are going to use it to take care of some of these clinkers. Okay, so make the jump. I swear I just barely made that. I'm gonna wait for these guys to come down because you need both Kongs to get the one and only bonus level of Screech's Sprint. And believe it or not, that DK barrel we saw at the beginning is the only one until we get to the transformation barrel for Squawks. Yeah, screw that. Screw it was up there. Go ahead and climb as fast as your little arms can handle. We can touch these brambles and not get damaged. Bonus is up there. Let's see. Now be careful with your team throw here. Jump. Whew, just made that. Okay. Oh yeah, there is a DK barrel in here, but of course we don't get the DK barrel until after the fact. So it really doesn't matter. We can drop down. Use Diddy to cartwheel jump over here. We want to hold the Y button for a little bit longer. Now we can drop down, run, cartwheel jump, and there's the Crim Coin. We need only one more Crim Coin to access the secret world, and that Crim Coin is gotten in the final boss. This jump is absolutely insane. Right? Yeah, see, I got hit. Oh wow, I actually didn't know that balloon was there. Okay. So I guess I'll be clearing the stage as Dixie, usually I clear with Diddy. And if there's a DK barrel I was talking about, we can go back a little bit. But yeah, we wouldn't be able to access the bonus anyway. Some hidden goodies here, you need Squawks to get them. There's a reason why this level is called Screech's Sprint. There's a glitch you can do with this bird Screech here that lets you skip the entire race if you fly just above him. I'm not going to do that though, I'm going to do this legit. So we need to race Screech. There are some shortcuts we can take too. We need to race Screech all the way to the end of the level. Now if Screech gets to the end before us, we will lose a life. Ah, crap. My strategy is, the hero coin is over to the right, but my strategy is to just finish the race first and then go for the hero coin. That way I can just select my way out. Watch out for the zingers at the bottom. There's a ring of red zingers here. Whew! Almost touched the brambles, luckily I didn't. Okay, got ourselves an extra life. Watch out for the red zingers. We're a little bit ahead of Screech, so we can take our time. Whew! That's the end. And let's grab our 2 free lives. But I still have to go back for the hero coin. But there's the final boss. This is the reason why I said I recommend having a couple of banana coins. Because we need 2 to use Funky's Flights 2 to go back to previous worlds. And as for the third, this is the one world in the game where saving the game the first time is not free. You need 1 banana coin to save the game for the first time in the Flying Crock. And these are just joke hints basically. Captain K-Rool wrinkly basically says make sure you have plenty of lives. We're gonna need them, but like I said, need to go back for the hero coin, so let's go ahead and do all this again. Grab the attention of the cat of nine tails. Switch to Diddy. Take care of these clafs, clingers, whatever they're called. They're clingers. Great, now I got DKC 3 on the brain. Alright, there's the first cat and nine tails. There's a second. Move quickly. Watch out for the mini neckies. Yep. Make the insane jump. Yeah, that time I made it. Ah, see, it's tough to do that glitch without getting hit, but you can do it. Anyway, now that we don't have to worry about racing Screech, we can enjoy the music and take our time getting to the hero coin. Watch out for these zingers. The hero coin is over here. There's a DK barrel. There's the 34th hero coin of the game. And this is basically where the game would dump you off if you're racing Screech. But luckily, we could just start select our way out. There's the hero coin. Okay, my laptop actually crashed before I tried this recording earlier, so let's hope it won't do it again. Let's go on to Rool Duel. That doesn't look good. So he's gonna fire a cannonball at us. Oh, he's not doing it yet. Okay. You want to wait for him to suck you up. Toss the cannonball back at him. Make sure you jump over that. This cannonball's got spikes, but cannot touch it yet. Just gonna move twice. The cannonball's safe to touch. There's the second hit. Now he is going to fire 2 spiky cannonballs at us, and only one of them is gonna be safe to touch. You better pray that it's not. You better pray it's went close to him, not, you know, what happened to me. Anyway, that's the third hit, and yeah, it's not over. You should know by now that he's a trickster. So if you lose your ally, you will get a DK barrel. That's only good until you throw the next cannonball in his blunderbuss. Jump on the barrel. Bam. DK barrel is gone until the next phase of the fight. Just gonna scooch over to the left. This part. Ah, crap. Okay. Yeah, that's usually why I run under those. I don't know why I was jumping over it. Ugh, this is why I recommended being Diddy. So if you fail a cannonball toss, you have to go through it again. Ah. Well, whatever. Let's just try again. That was only the second phase of the fight. I should mention that there are 3 phases, so we have to hit Rool 9 times. Toss the cannonball again. Make sure you jump over that cannonball. Do not try to jump on it. I should also mention that if he manages to suck you in, he's going to KO the Kong in the lead. So if you miss the throw, like I did with Dixie before, don't chance it and just let the cannonball dissipate. Okay, phase 1 is done again. This time I'm going to put... Well, it's not going to matter right now because there's a DK barrel right there. So go ahead and do this again. Duck. There's the barrel. This time I'm going to switch to Dixie because Diddy's got the better throw, let's be honest. Alright, let's try this again. Hopefully it won't get hit. This time run under those low bouncing cannonballs. Although I'm too close to the right, which is way too close for comfort. Well, it did get hit again. At least this time I got Diddy in the lead. Let's not move to the right. Bounce off the barrel. Toss the cannonball. We're not even at the hard part yet, guys, and I already lost Dixie. He's gonna move to the right. This part's pretty ridiculous. It's actually a lot harder to do with Diddy, I'm not gonna lie. Now he's gonna do 2 cannonballs at once. Hold Y and crap. Alright, if I die again, I'm just gonna cut to where we to that part, so I don't have advanced video editing software, but I'll figure something out. The 3rd time's the charm, right? Toss a spiky cannonball. It's gonna move twice. Give the cannonball a good toss. And it's gonna shoot the double spiky cannonballs, which I almost touched. Good. Give it a good toss. It's gonna shoot it back at us. We all know you're a trickster. Let's face it, you're not gonna fool anyone with that charade. It's gonna shoot the barrel. Go ahead and switch to Dixie. Okay, hopefully I can do this. I say as I continue to jump over those low bouncing cannonballs. Switch to Diddy quickly. Go ahead and get into position. Okay, so back where we were. There's a reason why I say this part's easier with Dixie. Because, you know, her helicopter spin. Didn't even get to the hard part and I already lost Dixie. Jump over these. It's gonna shoot a barrel. Jump on top of it. Give it a good toss. Jump over the cannonball. 2nd phase is done. Moving on to the 3rd. Grab the DK barrel. Oh, I remember this. He's gonna shoot these blobs. Do not touch the blue ones. They will freeze you in place. Now he's gonna turn invisible. There's a cannonball. He's gonna shoot it back at us. These red blobs will slow you down. I intentionally get hit by them so that I can do this. Doing good so far. I would highly recommend having both Kongs for these next blobs. Do the team throw. These blobs will force your directions to be reversed. Jump to the right. Team throw. Almost got... Wait. We're not at the end yet. You have very little time to react to where he's gonna appear. Crap! That was it too. Okay, so now we gotta do this again. The reverse direction is the worst because it wears off as soon as your character starts flashing. So you're no doubt gonna get hit by Rool once it's done. Okay, this time I'm ready. Jump over this cannonball! Because that's the end of the fight. We have all 75 Crim Coins in the game. And since we can't finish off Rool ourselves, Donkey is going to give him the punch of justice. Wow, I was right. 3rd time is the charm. I knew you did it, Diddy, my boy, but how could you fail having learned all you know from old Cranky here? We never learned from you, Cranky. You've rescued the lazy grandson of mine and dumped K. Rool in his own filthy swamp. Not bad for a novice. Of course, if I'd been playing, I'd have made sure that K. Rool never tries a cheap trick like this again. I reckon I'd have found all the Creme Coins and completed the so-called Lost World. Oh well, can't expect everything for the first game, can we? Well, I did find all the Creme Coins. Just haven't done the Lost World. One more thing, how many of my special video game hero coins did you find? A real player such as myself would have found plenty, I'm sure. Let's see how well you did, eh? So there are 40 hero coins and it is impossible to find them all on your first playthrough. You have to complete the Lost World to get all the hero coins. Well, I've got a second screen, about time too. Now shut up everyone while I read the eagerly awaited results of my prestigious Video Game Hero Awards. Hey, not bad for a young one. Of course you're going to have to find a few more if you want to be as big a hero as I was. If you have less than a certain number of hero coins, you will see Link in the third place slot. In the GBA remake, Link and Yoshi basically swap places. So now Cranky's telling us that while we're on any of the map screens, we can press the L and R buttons to check our progress. We can also see Earthworm Jim's gun and Sonic's shoes on the right, as well as a trash can and a sign that says No Hopers. And that's Donkey Kong Country 2. Just like the first game, we are introduced to all the enemies and characters who appear in the game. Neek, the first enemy we ever saw. Click clacks. It's funny how it plays all the respective sounds too. Like you can hear Spiny. There's the cat of nine tails. That's the flitter. It's funny how it makes the same sound as the zingers. The mini Neki, one of only 2 enemies to return from the first game. And there's the Zinger, the second of the 2 enemies to return from the first game. There's Screech, even though he can't actually hurt us. Submerged Sea Dogs, you can probably guess those are the water enemies. There's Flotsam. There's Shuri. Funny how that enemy would come back in Donkey Kong 64. Puffed Up. I think those guys come back as well? I don't remember. Maybe they don't. Lockjaw. There's the orange fish. The pink fish is Snapjaw. That's what he would have done if you ever came near him. Kremlin Cutthroats. Clomp. It's basically a critter with a peg leg and pirate shorts. Klinger. I was right, that guy is called Klinger. There's the Kaboing. Funny how he's not jumping, but sliding along the ground. Clamp On. No, it's not a claptrap, it's a different enemy. It's much bigger, for one thing. Clobber. The green, yellow, and black varieties. But we actually don't see Kaboom for some reason. There's the Crook. There's this guy's Cutlass. This floating enemy is Cloak. This is the Cannon, with a K for some reason. Gotta keep up with the theme, I guess. Cruncha. That's this guy's name. Clank. Yeah, I bet you didn't know these guys had a name too. Cackle. That's what this ghost enemy is. Clubba. We actually never saw Clubba over the course of the main game, but we'll be seeing him a little bit later. Barnacled bosses. Crow. You guys hear that? His wings flapping? Cleaver, the big sword. Cudgel. We never really got to see his animation, did we? King Zing. Captain K. Rool. There is no boss for the Flying Crock. K. Rool's Keep. And Creepy Crow is the boss of Gloomy Gulch. Sorry. Now we move on to the animal buddies. Rambi, Ungard, My controller fell asleep, that's why it went dark for a second. There's Radley the rattlesnake. Yellow reptile is on our side. There's Squidder the spider, or the oversized spider rather. Clapper the seal, for some reason he's considered an animal buddy. Squawks, who's much bigger in this game and has a completely different purpose from the first. And Glimmer, the anglerfish from Glimmer's galleon. The Kong clan is up last. Swanky, the monkey entrepreneur. Funky, who's still hovering on his surfboard, hanging out on his hovering surfboard. Wrinkly, Cranky, who wears a green vest and has 2 canes. Donkey, who even in the credits is still dangling from this rope. Dixie, and last but not least, the hero himself, Diddy. And that's Donkey Kong Country 2 Diddy's Conquest. Yes, Donkey Kong crew. Oh man, this game was such fun to go through. I was so happy to be able to play this game for you guys. Like, it's a lot better than the first game. The bonuses are a lot more challenging. It's also a lot harder, especially if you're going for 100% like I am. We're not done with this game yet though. We're going to be moving on to the Lost World, and we'll finally get to see what this Clubhouse Kiosk thing is all about. As for ways to play this game, you have a couple of different options. You can get the original SNES version. It's also available on the Game Boy Advance, where there's a lot more content. It's so ridiculous. Like, you have to collect golden feathers to do an ostrich race or something. But you can also access this on the Wii U Virtual Console. I would say the Wii, but the Wii Shop channel shut down at the beginning of 2019. So if you don't have a Wii U, well, you're going to have to track down a Super Nintendo card or the Game Boy Advance version. Manual. Funny how Nintendo Power wrote the manual. I think there's one Donkey Kong game where Cranky makes fun of the player for getting hints. I think it's DK64. I bet Mario Wiki says that, or I think TV Tropes does actually. I'm getting on a rant at this point. There's really not much to say. I mean, these are the credits. I will have to hunt down a bunch of lives because the game basically resets at this point, so our lives will be reset back to 5. So I'm gonna take some time hunting down some lives. I am playing this on the Wii U, so I can just rely on restore points to save my life count. But there's nothing I can do about beating the game and having my lives reset to 5. Or I guess 4 in this game. Whatever, it's still 5. The 0th life counts. Anyway, we're at the end of the credits, so next time on Donkey Kong Country 2 Diddy's Conquest, I'm going to move on to the Lost World and do some of the hardest levels in the game. See you guys later.